welcome back or welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Alyssa Cotten and I help female entrepreneurs tune into their mental health, mindset, and personal development. And in today's video, we are going to lean into the identity that hobbies are fun and exciting and add value. So in today's hobby video, I'm going to be making a pin board. My husband started collecting pins this year and I wanted to make a really fun DIY spot for him to display all of his pins that are kind of fun and easy to showcase and easy to add. So if that's something you want to see how I make, stay tuned to the end to see the final product of this DIY pin board. In my last podcast that came out last week, if you haven't tuned in, check in the show notes below to check out the podcast. But I'm talking all about how it is so important for us to have hobbies. Hobbies allow us to give ourselves self-love, self-affection, compassion, connection. Hobbies, the best line from that podcast are, hobbies affirm that you are worth paying attention to, because our hobbies are not conditional. There's not like terms and agreements of you need to do this hobby and then you're going to have a return on investment. No, hobbies are strictly for the enjoyment of being in the present moment, in the here and now. So often we're so going, busy. We don't just pause and enjoy things that make us happy. As you know, Disney makes me happy. I've got my Disney shirt on, and my husband started collecting pins last year, and I was like, let's find a fun way to showcase them all. So we're gonna make a little DIY, super easy, everything you can get at the grocery store or even the craft store. So all you're gonna need is, depending on how big of a page you want pin thing you're gonna make, I just got this 12 by 24 canvas. And then, so it's not plain white, I wanted just two plain pastes of paper. So I just went to the scrapbooking aisle and got these. I thought they were kind of simple and fun. So I'm gonna glue those on top of this. And then, because I'm gonna be displaying this, and I want it to be a little bit va-va-voom, I'm going to glue the edges, and I've made this combination of glitter that we're going to paint and put glitter. And to catch the glitter, I just have some plain paper that I'm going to lay out to catch the glitter. I will let everything dry, and then I'm gonna share the pins. His collection is very big for just getting started. A lot of the pins we got at the Character Warehouse, so a lot of them were on sale or half off. I used to have a magic candle subscription. A couple Christmases ago, my mother-in-law got me this candle subscription, so basically every month I would get a new candle, and they started adding pins into that. So I've got, this one is Mouse Waffles, Pirates Christmas, this one is Polynesian, so some of them were included in little boxes and some of them he got for Christmas. So let's dive in and unwrap everything. I think I'll unwrap the pins later so that way no glitter or glue gets on top of them, but let's unwrap everything and start glittering it all. So I've got all the pins gone. Let's just unbox it all. Canvases, I think I got it at Michael's. I think I used like a 40% off coupon. I used to go to Michael's every single week, and then I realized that I have so many craft items in my house that I was like, instead of going to the craft store every time I want to do a craft, I'm just gonna shop my own, craft collection, and I have so many things. So luckily, I already had everything for this project. Figured I would just kind of protect the table. Got my salt lamp to kind of buffer it. This way we can just catch the glitter right away. All right, I'm excited. So I decided, because the scrapbook is kind of gold and coppers, I've got this half little thing of gold, this full thing of copper, this one of white, and this little one of gold. So I've got these 4 glitters. And I'm just gonna mix them all in this cup because I didn't have enough of one, I don't think, to go around the entire edge. So I figured the white would really kind of help kind of give it a base. mix it all up. It's looking so good. All right, I think that'll be enough glitter. So I'm gonna cover the sides. And I wanted to talk about the importance of actually taking time every single week to nurture your hobbies. Our hobbies, unfortunately, they get the back burner. When we have decided, all right, I'm gonna make time for my hobbies, usually when we sit down, we say, oh, I'm so tired from the day. Or I'm so tired from all of the expectations out of me, everything that's required out of me. I just don't have time. And what we're really saying when we say that, like, I don't have time for my hobbies, is we're saying I don't have time for myself. And it's actually a form of neglect. And not neglect in this way that, like, I'm gonna call adult protective services neglect, but neglecting the part of you that needs love and attention and affection. So I've got my little glitter, and we're just going to, all right, let's get it ready. Let's get it ready to pour. Okay, it's so important that you spend time every week just by yourself. And you might be saying, well, I've got kids, I've got a family. I don't have time to just be alone. And you don't need to do like a big craft like this. Oh, that looks so good. Let's see, you can barely see. But it looks really good. Maybe I'll just like slight stamp it. That actually looks really good. All right, let's do the other side. And you can spend 5 minutes with your hobbies. For example, you might have a puzzle that you spend 5 minutes a day or 5 minutes a week, right? You can also do a hobby. Let's say you guys watch family movies, family TV. Do a hobby that you can do during that, like beading, crocheting. Maybe you want to become a photographer in your hobby and you want to learn about photography. Maybe you're going to take a course on how to perfect your photography skills. Let's see if I can just stamp it in the glitter pile. That actually is working really well. Woohoo, that worked! Let's see. Yeah, that worked. Okay, great. That was easy peasy lemon squeezy. And when I'm working with my clients and I say, all right, what do you like to do for fun? And they look at me like, fun? Who has time for fun? Like, I'm just trying to survive, pay my bills, and make it to the next paycheck. Life is meant to be fun. Life is meant to be enjoy, pleasure. And if we are not making time for ourselves, hi. Okay, this is like fun. One little pocket doesn't want to get it. Well, all right, let's do the last side. So I'm hoping that this video will inspire you or even encourage you to take time to nurture your hobbies. So let me talk about some of the benefits of having hobbies, because obviously you're like, all right, I hear what you're saying. Ooh. Hobbies remind me that it's safe to love myself, that it's safe to take care of myself, that I'm worthy and deserving, you know, of all those things. But let's talk about some of the benefits. So people who engage in hobbies actually have a better relationship with themselves. They have a better mental health because hobbies lower our stress. All right, let's stamp it down in my pile of glitter. Let's see. Wow, that worked pretty well. My canvas isn't even, so, all right. I'm gonna turn the light off so that way you can see so much better. So I did all of the edges. I just wanted it to be like a subtle glitter on the side. I think it looks really good. You turn the light back on. So now what we're gonna do is I'm gonna clean up this glitter, and then I'm gonna add this, and I'm gonna set it to dry. And then once it's done drying, we're gonna add the pins to it. Okay, so now we're gonna add the glue. I'm just gonna do a little bit of glue, just very light glue. And then I'm gonna paint it to smooth it out. And if you get some glitter in it, that's okay, because we're just gonna cover it anyways. Really make sure the edges. Hobbies lower your stress. And hobbies are actually gonna create more space in your brain for creative ideas, inspiration. So if you have been feeling like in a creative block, let's say you're a content creator and you've been struggling with content creation ideas and you're wondering like, how can I get some more creation? And usually what our go-to idea is, I need to book a trip, I need to get out of my house. Hobbies is going to help create creativity. Hobbies usually access the part of your brain that sparks creativity, inspiration, and if you've been really having a slump in creative ideas for your business, creative ideas for your content, dive into your hobbies. Your hobbies are going to help you create that space, create that identity. Ooh. All right, let's not wanting to stay down. All right, I'm gonna clip it down, let it glue, and then we're gonna finish it off, touch up any glitter, and add the pins. An hour has gone by, everything is dry. It looks so good. So obviously a little bit of imperfections, which is totally okay because done is better than perfect. And we're gonna cover it with pins. So we've got all the glitter on the sides. I feel like one of those pizza twirlers, like, hey, pizza. Anyways, let's focus, okay. So I'm gonna start adding the pins. I used the salt rocks to hold it down. I do not recommend. The salt was pulling the moisture out of the glue and it kind of got a little bit wet, which is okay. It kind of made me think of when you like salt a steak and it like holds the moisture in. So I don't recommend using, if you have salt bricks, I don't recommend that. And there's a couple of glitter spots that I might have to touch up later, but we can definitely do that once all of the pins are on. So let's hyper speed and put the pins on. The project is complete and it turned out better than I could have imagined. Look how amazing this is. So we've got all of these pins, and the benefit of doing the canvas, because the canvas is about 1/2 inch thick, is we've got all of these things on the back, but we can luckily put it flush on the wall because all of these little things are protected. It turned out so good. And I'm so excited. I'm gonna figure out where to hang it up. It turned out so good. I'm so excited. Finally, we've got all of our pins in one location where we can see them all. We can showcase them. Maybe I'll just put it right here. Just kidding. But it turned out so good, you guys. And it was so easy when you watched it with me. Glitter, glue, some scrapbooking, and a canvas. And now all of my pins, my husband's pins, can be on display. This turned out so good. So remind yourself again, hobbies help us with time management, because when we take care of ourselves and we nurture our cup, we can give to everyone else and we can help other people. I'd love to know in the comment section below, what is your hobby? What's the thing that makes you joy, that brings you in the present moment, that just when you're in the middle of it, it's like time doesn't even exist. This was such a fun craft, doing crafts in Disney. What an amazing combination. If you enjoyed this video, definitely hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. I release videos out every single week and I can't wait to see you in the next video.